pranams at the holy feet of our beloved and revered Gurudev, Shri Chandra Swamiji Udasin Maharaj. Loving Hari Om to all the family of the devotees of Gurudev, especially the devotees spread over many countries, the devotees from abroad. Today, with great joy and enthusiasm, we celebrated the 333rd birthday anniversary of our Baba Bhuman Shah ji. Due to the lockdown, of course, the ashram is closed completely, so we are very few people. But Gurudev was very enthusiastic, and like a child, he was remembering again and again that today is the birthday celebration of Babaji. So, like every year, in the morning we had the aartis, first of Bhagwan Shri Chandra ji, then Baba Bhuman Shah ji, then Aarti of Gurudev, followed by some singing of the bhajans. Then the Havan was organized. We organized it in front on the terrace of Gurudev, where he does satsang, especially in the winters, in the open. It was very nice, 6 o'clock in the morning, breeze flowing. And Gurudev also took part in it. And then during the day, we made a special prasad for this holy day. Few devotees who are living secluded from the outside world, they also came and participated in this holy event. So congratulations, many happy returns of this sacred day in our lives. I remember many devotees abroad also celebrate this special day lovingly in Israel, in London, and in many other places. We all greet you, all of you, on this holy day. On this day, I feel like remembering the core teachings of Babaji. You remember that Gurudev wrote a small booklet, Mirror of Bliss, in which he wrote the divine life in very brief about Babaji, of Baba Bhuman Shah ji, and through his intuition, spiritual intuition, wrote 25 teachings of Baba Bhuman Shah ji, which is the essence of spirituality. It is amazing that it is so condensed. They are Upanishadic teachings, they are the essence of spirituality. I feel like reading to yourself and to myself and few of us who are sitting here, those divine teachings of Babaji. So, the first teaching of the Babaji is the true aim and purpose of human life is the direct and integral realization of the infinite, timeless, eternal divine consciousness. The people of different faiths call this absolute consciousness God and by other different names. The divine is within and without. The second teaching, He permeates the past, the present and the future. He is upwards, downwards, and immanent in all directions and space at the same time. And yet, He is transcendent and not bound by time, space and causality. He is the supreme consciousness, one without a second, the undivided and indivisible. Let Him be the be-all and end-all of your life. The sincere seeker lives for God and dies for God. And the third teaching of Babaji is man becomes completely self-fulfilled with God realization. All his doubts and confusions are dispelled forever. As the darkness disappears with the rising of sun, similarly the web of ignorance and illusion of man is totally shattered, destroyed, when one is established in divine consciousness. Then one remains always absorbed in the bliss of being, irradiating love and harmony in the world spontaneously. Fourth, the divine is your inmost being. It is therefore most appropriate to seek and realize Him within. The wise seekers, for this reason, turn their attention inward and try to realize Him within first. Once you have seen Him within, it is not difficult to see Him in His manifestation. The uninterrupted remembrance of and contemplation on the divine is the means as well as the end. The remembrance of God unifies, integrates the consciousness, removes all the infirmities and impurities of mind, and makes the seeker fit for God realization. Further, the absolute divine consciousness bliss is revealed only in the heart, which is completely pure, still and silent, alert and passive, and totally free of all impurities like attachment, hatred, jealousy, self-importance, etc., and which is ever so full of love and compassion. More, mind becomes impure with desire, anger, greed, infatuation, arrogance, violence, etc., which make it tense and turbulent, with the result that it does not and cannot reflect the divine light, knowledge, and eternal bliss of one's true spiritual being. Cleanse thou, therefore, the mirror of thy mind with total commitment. This is what is called Purusharth, or spiritual effort, or sadhana. The ninth teaching is, mind can turn inwards only when it clinging to the outward things, situations and relationships becomes loose. How can the mind turn and remain inward so long as it is trapped and deeply interested in outward phenomenon? Should one be able to turn the mind inward forcibly through some technique, the worldly desires and attachment will drag it out again and again. As long as the rope of the boat is anchored with the peg fixed on the ground, the boat will not move, though you may work the sails for the days and nights. Similarly, the seekers who complain that they have been doing sadhana for years and years without making any spiritual progress are like those who try to row their boats without untying the anchor of their boats. I am reading just the few of them, and Guruji further tells us how to conduct ourselves in this world. He advises, Babaji tells us, commands us to serve the poor and suffering people humbly and without display, and in the name of God, is verily a limb of spiritual sadhana. It helps you remember the divine and be an instrument in the hands of God for alleviating the sufferings of people. And last teaching of Babaji is about the divine grace, its paramount importance in our lives. He says, the grace of the divine is of paramount importance in all the spiritual efforts for God realization. Without divine grace, it is impossible to realize the truth firsthand. Blessed indeed are the seekers who conduct their sadhana with the spirit of self-surrender unto the divine. So, these were few of the teachings of Babaji on this holy day. We pray that may we, through his grace of the Master, be able to imbibe his teachings, follow them sincerely in lives, may be worthy, may we become worthy of his grace by being sincere from on our parts. Again, congratulations of this sacred day, and I also wish, we all of us, the Ashramites, wish for all of us very dear beloved brothers and sisters, part of our spiritual family of our beloved Master, that may you all stay healthy, peaceful, joyful. May you get closer and closer to the divine, to Guru's grace, to Babaji's grace, and may you progress by leaps and bounds on this sacred spiritual journey. I also want to update my brothers and sisters living abroad about the little charity the ashram is doing with the grace of Gurudev. We have been, as you know, we are posting the little clips also of our seva activities. So up to now, Swami Paramanandji, who is leading this and coordinating all these seva efforts, is telling me that up to now we have been able to give the packets, the bags of the essential items and the rations of 16 items, including the masks, to about 1,300 families, more than 1,300 families from about 15 villages around our ashram. We do the survey ourselves, and we have been coordinating with the local administration and the police also, and we are also giving the rations for the cooked food which the government is preparing at the various camps for the migrant laborers who have become just without any notice jobless, moneyless. So the society is helping each other like never before. It is a very good sign that the goodness of the people has come to the surface and people are serving each other, supporting each other. It is also our privilege and honor that we are trying to do our very, very little bit in this moment of crisis. I just wanted to update you about that. And all the employees of the ashram who are living, many employees are living permanently in the ashram. They do, again, loving Hari Om from all of us ashramites, and may there be divine blessings of Gurudev on all of you. Hari Om.